Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I've had quite the busy day, you know. Season, you could say, but even though you could say I could have been clocking off soon, it is really quite almost midnight. You left this till the last minute. But when I felt it was you calling out to me, well, how could I refuse? And the strength of that call only means one thing. Let me have a look at it. I'm bracing myself before I turn around. Oh, it's adorable. You put all this together for me. Thoughtful. I hope my answers last time were helpful. I didn't know when you were asking about offerings and things you'd actually go through with it and make a shrine, but an altar, if you will. I'm flattered. Oh, hush. Doesn't matter how many I already have made by other people. Every extra one is like an extra little bit of life that I get, you know? Not necessarily power, though I suppose that too, but it's more a life force, essence. That's what belief is for us, anyway. Like what? No, I'm not making fun, darling. Fairies from Peter Pan. If you want to think about it that way. If that comparison's what helps you understand it more. Well, this is a very thoughtful gift. And what a nice way to end the day. A new altar from one of my favorite little humans. So, no, don't feel silly. You have something for me. Goodness, you're spoiling me. Oh, Angel. Did you make this card? I can tell. Not because it looks a certain way. I can feel it. You poured love into making this. That's how I can tell. Love for a craft, a hobby, an object, a song, whatever, ephemera. I can feel just as much as love for a person or a pet. Oh, there's many types of love. May I open it? I will cherish it. Thank you. Oh, this again. Doesn't matter whether I were to get hundreds, thousands, or millions of Valentine's Day cards or offerings. Every one of them is special. And does it happen that some people make them with no love in their hearts because they're trying to, perhaps, they think some sort of bribery will get me to do something for them? You know, there's people who believe in love potions. Ugh. But this one, and many of them, are made with love. And I wouldn't rank them against each other. I don't want you feeling inadequate in some way, or as if your worship of me, dare I call it that, or fondness for me, somehow doesn't matter to me because there are so many of you living on this earth, calling out to me. Every single one of you helps me exist. I think the world's a better place if each and every one of you lived with a little more love in your hearts. Like you do. I know you can't imagine eternity. Or even probably imagine the number of how many creatures have been alive while I've existed. And I would be a liar to say I can remember every single living creature that's ever walked this earth, or flew, or swam. The point is, it would be impossible. But there are those I spend more time with than others. Am I not allowed to have favourites? Perhaps not, but not everyone who prays to a god, to one of us, wants a more personal connection. Sometimes they just want a little luck, a little blessing, and I'm happy to provide. Not all of them want to sit down and chat with me on their sofas like you do. Please believe me when I say I will cherish this. And that if it goes on a shelf next to hundreds of others, that it won't stand out any less. I don't think it would be fair of you to ask me to only care about one person. But it also isn't fair to imply that because I care about so many, that somehow that my care is watered down in some way. Alright? You don't mind if I put this on the altar for now? I don't exactly have pockets. I won't forget to bring it with me. When I go... Well, I wasn't thinking of going straight away. Unless that's what you want. I did say it's been a long day. It always is this time of year. But... well, you've never called me over for a short visit before, I just assumed. And I don't mind. Talking with you isn't exactly stressful, so... You're glad? You wondered if I'd be tired. Yet you called anyway. Out with it. Oh. You called this late because you hoped I'd be winding down for the day and that perhaps you could help. You think I deserve to relax? Oh, darling, you'll make me cry. I suppose a lot of people think gods can't get tired. We can, rest assured. And we're still alive. That's incredibly thoughtful. What's your plan, then? Sleepover? Or sleepover-like activities? I can't promise I could stay the whole night, but I could try, I suppose. I've never been human, so I've never really partaken in a classic sleepover. At least, well, I've slept over many times, but in terms of your classic, family-friendly childhood sleepovers, I've never been to one of those. But I'm sure you'll teach me, won't you? After all, I came all this way. Look at all this work you put in. Where would you like me? The sofa again, really? But if this is a sleepover, darling, I really don't think there's enough room on here for us to sleep. I suppose true. Your bed is a little small for me. I could offer to take a more human form. Not to be almost 7 feet tall, I think is what you lot have said. Or I'm sure I could fit if I just curled up. Around you, maybe. Or, like I said, I can shrink myself. No. Oh goodness, you sounded almost offended by the notion. Do you like me like this? Being so much bigger than you. Little angel. Really? We can go to your bedroom. Finally. Kidding. Alright, kidding a little bit. I suppose I've wondered what it's like. Well, no, the first time you summoned me, I suppose you were crying in there, but I was really rather more focused on you. And that was what? Goodness, ages ago. You might have redecorated. But I'm honoured to get to experience it properly. For a longer amount of time, then. It's up to you if you want to merely sleep all night. Oh, it suits you. The room. I don't mean that in a Bad way? Do people usually mean that in a bad way? Ah. It suits you can sound like you're saying. I see. That I'm saying. I don't think it looks good, but it, I'm sure it does to you, sort of thing, right? No, I mean, I don't think it looks bad. I think it represents you well. It shows your interests. It's like an extra way I can get to know you further. What's wrong with that? Well, no, it's not. It doesn't look like my bedroom. My... yes, I suppose we can call it bedroom. God's domain is... I'll be honest, even I don't fully understand the rules of it. I suppose you could think of it like a pocket dimension of sorts. Well, maybe I'll tell you what it looks like if we get on with some activities you want to do. Relaxing before bed, yes. You're going to teach me how to do that, are we? Sorry. You're just really cute. What are we doing, then? Makeup. Oh, this. No, it's not... it's just sort of part of me. It never smudges or fades. I don't know if it would come off if you attempted to rub it. I suppose I could attempt to forcefully remove it in a sort of shape-shifting way, but I promise it's not going to get all over your pillows. Alright, fine. You can play with my hair then. I could, shall I sit on the floor? And you can sit on the bed, and I think that cancels out the height difference enough that you should be able to reach. I don't mind sitting on the floor. You're giving me some pillows. How gracious. Oh, you can take the laurels out. No. Less so part of me. No, the clothes do come off, darling. Otherwise, what would be the point? Oh. No, you didn't. Well, you did scratch, but if you want to do that again, and run your nails across my scalp, I certainly won't complain. Right, my room, yes. I suppose I must have control over it. But I think they sort of manifest. Maybe they're part of us. Gods, I mean. Who knows? But it just sort of changes to suit me when I need. But for the most part, imagine sort of white marble, gold accents, lots of pillows and blankets on a, frankly, I mean, massive, especially compared to yours. Bed. It's, circular, sunken into the floor. One gigantic, round, soft mattress. Well, yes, big enough to house me, but big enough to house many things. I do keep things that people offer me. I suppose that almost feels like a museum of sorts. Oh, it's not dark, no. Could you imagine? Does that suit me? No, it's, well... It does have walls. Sometimes the ceiling seems there, and sometimes it doesn't much. It just sort of fades into clouds. Well, I suppose that's an easy way to imagine it. Imagine maybe sort of ancient Greek clocking structure, but if it were in the sky, built on top of clouds, it's always sunny. And the sky blue with a tint of pink, as if it's sunset soon, but it never is. Always daylight, unless, of course, someone is staying over to sleep. I don't mind dimming the lights. No, yes, people can stay. Even humans. You won't explode or anything. If you go there, you'll be able to breathe and move just fine. It is a real place, as far as I'm aware. But some have said it feels dreamlike. I'm not sure if they mean, well, that it looks so good. Or there's just a feeling of calmness, I suppose. It is my domain, so I would hope that the feeling emanating from it is one of care and love. I don't take many there. I can feel the question you want to ask, and I appreciate you not asking it. I like to choose who goes there, but I suppose so does everyone. We don't want people coming into your home uninvited. But what I mean is I prefer extending the invitation, rather than people trying to invite themselves over. It is a space where I can feel more at ease. I do hear every prayer I get, but, well, you know, Earth has different time zones, and there's always someone awake somewhere. It can be a bit overwhelming. Being in my domain, it's a bit quieter. It's not me ignoring everything, it's just more like I can block them out from constantly being in my own ears. And sort of put them into voicemail is the best way I can explain it. non-humans. I've been attached to various creatures over the years. I think we're long past the ages where people thought monsters couldn't love. Though I think, sadly, in any decade, century, there'll be those who think badly of those different than them, just for being different. But yes, my affection, of course, is not limited to humans, even if I may look more human than, say, demon or vampire. I do have wings, as you well know. I suppose of any earth creature I would be most comparable to an angel. I don't mind if people regard me as some. I don't know if angels mind. I do have quite some in my employ. Immortal as they are, and more... How do I say this? There's more immortal species than just angels, but they are one of the oldest. Perhaps the oldest. New angels aren't born very often. A lot of them have been here a long time and done most of what the earth has to offer them. At least that's how they feel. So, a fair number of them choose to work for gods, rather than, I don't know, as baristas. Not just for me, for any of the gods. And what about the other gods? Yes, we can visit each other's domains. You're not trying to get gossip out of me, are you? It would make the most sense, I suppose, to pick another god as a partner. It's hard for earth creatures to fully understand how it feels to be not entirely... what's the word? Not real, but, tangible? That's not right either. To be a concept made manifest, you know? But I don't have a sort of... Well... I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say. I don't mess around with many of them, let's say that. Well, there might be... Maybe I have a favourite. Shh. Goodness, you're getting me in trouble. No, we're not. I'm not married to anyone or anything like that. Why do you think that's sad? For a god of love. It's not that I'm against being tied down, though even if I were married, I would still, it would not be monogamous. I could see myself having a partner that I spend more time with, that is a more permanent constant in my life. But they could not ask me to stop visiting cute little things like you. I can't be contained. But I don't know. You have to understand, I get a lot of marriage proposals. A lot of the time from complete strangers I've never met before, which doesn't exactly warm me up to the idea of someone proposing to me. If it were to happen, it would have to... We would have had to discuss it first. And I don't know. How did we get onto this topic? Oh, the gods, that's right. I'm not going to divulge someone else's secrets. Rest assured, I do have people in my life I am close to other than you, darling. I suppose that sentence did sound like I counted you as being among those I'm close to. So what if you are entering that circle? Does that bother you? Good. How much longer are you going to brush my hair for? Had you not even realised? That's alright. It felt nice. Thank you. I could show my thanks in other ways, but it is late. You are correct that I am tired, as much as I would love to say that I had the energy to do anything you wanted. I can feel what you want, though. I could give you a taste. A thank you. A Valentine's Day present. So small, though. So easy for me to smother you. Would you like me to kiss you? Eager thing. Alright. You've definitely earned it. Do you want more? If I think I would like to stay the night. If that's still on the table. It's been a long time since I just slept in someone else's bed for the sake of sleeping. And then maybe tomorrow you could have more of a reward. You didn't do all of this to have a reward. Or for me to feel like I owe you intimacy. You just wanted to wish me a happy Valentine. You are by far one of the most thoughtful humans I've ever met. Thoughtful people I've ever met. Most would really expect something. But rest assured I've been around long enough to not get pressured into things. I was offering because I would like to. But I appreciate that that's not why you called. May I join you in bed, then? I'll take the jewelry off. While it won't bother me that much, I don't want you uncomfortably rolling onto it, so you get yourself comfortable. I'll deposit these somewhere. And then we can snuggle. Oh, an angel. Happy Valentine's. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that I have a Patreon. If everyone who subscribed to me here gave just £1 a month on Patreon, that would help me out a lot, allow me to move out and keep making audios. Rewards of being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, ad-free streaming and downloads of my audios, 2 exclusive spicy audios every month, and the ability to leave audio requests. I also stream on Twitch most Mondays and Wednesdays, and I have an Etsy shop called Empty Masks where I sell fan art and original art. My Etsy also has stickers and other merch of my audio original characters under the The Vampire Prince section of my shop. Thank you so much to my Patreon members, my new fledglings, Yale B, Spider Parker, Cinnamonics, Nameless School, Fizzy, Abstruse Muse, Shad Oss, Alyssa Rogers, Deviant Sloth, Kiara B, Sose, Otome Choice, Grace Cantans, Holland Bunny, Jane1946, Will, Snoozle, Kaya, Lauren Turner, Help Me, Haley Schramberg, Soyren, Ope, Thunder Fury 9, Alice Nelson, Danny, Dietary Dairies, Oh No, Sol, Jane Struggles, Jazz Bonnie, Jin Young McKeon, Elim, Chaotic Cottages, Soft Decay, R2MT, Adrian B, Salted Sea Kelp Shake, Puppet Steer, General Roy, Limeade, Iris Shop, Miles, Magically Merlin, Renafly, QBO, Val, Black Tea, Wolfsoon9, Aowen, Rebecca Seeker, Edward Casser, Artemis Lost, Ned, Briver Rutledge, Jace, Billy Eve Creativity, Simp, Pigeon the Dragon, Quoth the Writer, Blue Reaper, Trinewise Hollowbark, Chocolate Chip, Cosmos PDF, BA, Basil, Torange, Eri, Nikki777, Sunny, Red Elliot, Danny Glitter, E, Val, Marsh, Kia, Pebble Ghost, O Spaghettios, Citrus Sweet, Amara Keen, Rose Sleepy, Rosie, Hi, Cat, The Cool Dude, Cherry Ducky, Alexa Leaf, Ellie, Chelsea, Saskia, Hungry Child, Ashton, and Saggy. And my new familiars, Arcania, Satan, Mirror Nightfall, Blue Tashi, and Space Cat.